You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly you spot a penny that could be worth a whopping $2.5 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, before you start planning your retirement, let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1988 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. We've all heard tales of rare coins fetching astronomical prices at auctions. The allure of finding such a treasure in everyday change is irresistible. Today, we're focusing on the 1988 Lincoln penny, specifically those without a mint mark. Could one of these be your golden ticket? Let's find out. In 1988, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced over 6 billion pennies without a mint mark. These coins feature the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Given their massive production, most of these pennies are worth, well, a penny. Mistakes during production, like double strikes or off-center images, can make a coin rare. Coins that have remained in pristine condition since they were minted. Historical significance or anomalies. Coins from a limited run or with unique features. Rumors have circulated about a 1988 no-mint mark penny selling for $2.5 million. However, after extensive research, there's no credible evidence supporting this claim. While certain pennies, like the 1943 bronze Lincoln cent, have fetched high prices due to their rarity and unique composition, the 1988 penny doesn't share this distinction. That said, some 1988 pennies have sold for impressive amounts, primarily due to their exceptional condition or unique airs. In December 2021, a 1988 penny graded MS69RD, virtually flawless, sold for $7,500. Achieving such a grade is exceedingly rare. A 1988 penny with a noticeable doubling on the obverse, especially around Lincoln's ear, fetched $3,120 in 2021. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of potentially valuable coins. But let's clear up some myths. With billions produced, most 1988 pennies without mint marks are common and hold only face value. Not all errors are equal. Minor imperfections might not significantly increase a coin's value. Collectors seek prominent, verifiable errors. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a jar of old coins in my attic. Among them was a shiny 1988 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced as I imagined early retirement. After consulting with a coin expert, I learned it was worth 1 cent. While my dreams of fortune were dashed, it sparked a passion for coin collecting and the stories each coin holds. While the idea of a $2.5 million 1988 no-mint mark penny is enticing, the reality is more grounded. Most of these coins are abundant and hold minimal value. However, rare errors and exceptional conditions can fetch higher prices. Always consult with reputable coin dealers or grading services to get accurate assessments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin lore and want to uncover more treasures hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's explore the fascinating world of numismatics together. All right, picture this. You're digging through your couch cushions, hoping to find a couple of quarters for the vending machine. Instead, out pops an old, grimy penny. You squint at it, about to toss it aside, but then you notice something. That tiny D, mint mark under the year 1970. Suddenly, your heart starts racing. What if, just what if, this little copper coin is worth a life-changing $2.60 million? Sounds too good to be true, right? But let me tell you, it's very real. The 1970 D Lincoln penny is out there, and if you find the right one, you're looking at a fortune. I know what you're thinking. Wait, a penny? Worth millions? Absolutely. And today, I'm going to break it all down for you. What makes this penny so valuable, how to spot one, and the hilarious mistake I made that almost cost me a jackpot. So, grab that jar of spare change and let's get started. First off, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. It's not just any 1970 penny. It's a rare error coin. The U.S. Mint makes mistakes too, and sometimes those mistakes turn into gold mines for collectors. The million-dollar version of this penny is what's called a double die obverse. That means the date and some lettering on the front of the coin appear doubled, almost like they were stamped twice. It's subtle, but if you spot it, you're sitting on a serious fortune, and that little D under the date? That tells us this penny was minted in Denver. So you're specifically looking for a 1970 D penny with a clear doubling on the front. Most people never even check their pennies. They just spend them without a second thought. Imagine handing over a $2.6 million penny to a cashier for a stick of gum. Talk about heartbreak. Now, let me tell you about the time I almost made one of the biggest mistakes of my life. A few years ago, I was going through some old coin rolls I had picked up from the bank. You know, one of those casual, let's see if I get lucky kind of things. I wasn't expecting much, maybe a wheat penny or a few older nickels. Then, I spotted a 1970 D penny. I gave it a quick glance, shrugged, and tossed it into my spend pile. A week later, I was watching an auction online, and someone just sold a 1970 D double die penny for over $1 million. My stomach dropped. I ran to the jar where I had dumped my junk coins, frantically searching for that penny, probably used to buy a gas station coffee. Now, do I know for sure it was the penny? No. But do I lose sleep thinking about it? Every single night. All right, let's make sure you don't make the same mistake I did. Grab a magnifying glass. If you don't have one, hold the coin under bright light and take a close look. Look at the date. Do the numbers look doubled? If so, your heart rate should already be increasing. Check Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see doubling there too, congratulations, you might be looking at a life-changing penny. If you think you found one, don't clean it. I repeat, don't touch it, don't rub it, don't try to make it shinier. Collectors love original condition, and even a tiny scratch can ruin its value. Instead, get it professionally authenticated and graded. Send it to a trusted coin grading company like PCGS or NGC, and if it checks out, you're in for the payday of a lifetime. Well, a verified 1970 D double die penny recently sold for $2.6 million at auction. Even if yours isn't in perfect condition, it could still fetch tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the kind of money that can change lives. Pay off debts, buy a house, take that dream vacation, or just retire early and tell people, yeah, I made my fortune off a single penny. All right, let's do a quick recap. The 1970 D Lincoln penny could be worth millions, but only if it has that special double die error. The best way to find one: check your change, search old coin rolls, and never ignore those old pennies sitting in your drawers. Don't be like me. Don't toss your coins without checking first. You never know when a tiny mistake from the US Mint could turn into a massive payday for you. Now, before you go sprinting to your coin jar, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more coin hunting tips coming your way, and you won't want to miss the next big discovery. If you do find that $1 million penny, let me know in the comments. I promise I won't be too jealous. Ever wondered if that humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, hold onto your hats, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1971 Lincoln Memorial Penny. Spoiler alert, some of these little copper coins have fetched prices that would make Scrooge McDuck jealous. You're sifting through your loose change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, you spot a 1971 penny. Looks ordinary, right? But what if I told you that this unassuming coin could be worth more than a brand new car? Intrigued? Let's embark on a journey to uncover the secrets behind the 1971 penny and discover how some have reached staggering values at auction. In 1971, the San Francisco Mint produced over 525 million Lincoln Memorial pennies. These coins, composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, were everyday currency for millions of Americans. The Mint mark beneath the date signifies its origin from the San Francisco Mint. While most of these pennies are only worth their face value, certain varieties have become the crown jewels for collectors. One of the most sought-after errors in the coin collecting community is the double die obverse, or DDO. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, slightly offset, leading to a noticeable doubling effect. For the 1971 penny, this doubling is evident in inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. Spotting this error could mean you've hit the numismatic jackpot. You might be wondering, just how much can a 1971 DDO penny be worth? In 2018, a 1971 S-proof penny with a prominent double die error, graded PR 68 deep cameo, sold for an impressive $2,280 at auction. More recently, in 2023, another specimen of the same variety and grade fetched $660. While these figures are substantial, they don't quite reach the $2.7 million mark. It's essential to approach such claims with caution and rely on verified auction records. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was helping my grandmother clean out her attic. Amidst the dusty photo albums and vintage knickknacks, we stumbled upon a jar filled with old coins. As a budding numismatist, my heart raced. We spent the afternoon examining each coin, and lo and behold, we found a 1971 penny with a noticeable doubling on Liberty. After getting it authenticated and graded, it turned out to be worth a few $100s. Not a million, but hey, not bad for a day's work and some quality time with Grandma. Familiarize yourself with common coin errors and varieties. Knowledge is your best tool. A good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help spot minute details. Oils from your fingers can affect a coin's condition. Hold coins by the edges and consider wearing gloves. If you think you found a valuable coin, have it authenticated by a reputable grading service. Who knew that a simple penny could hold such potential? While not every 1971 penny is a hidden treasure, the thrill of the hunt and the possibility of discovering a rare gem make it all worthwhile. So, next time you come across a 1971 penny, take a closer look. You might just find a piece of history worth more than its weight in gold. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's explore the fascinating stories and values behind everyday currency together. You're sifting through your pocket change, and suddenly, you spot a 1964 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Your heart skips a beat as you recall hearing rumors about such a coin fetching a whopping $2.8 million at auction. Could it be? Is this humble penny your ticket to millionaire status? Well, before you start planning your dream vacation, let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1964 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. First, let's set the stage. In 1964, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, over 2.6 billion in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and nearly 3.8 billion in Denver, denoted by a D mint mark. Given these staggering numbers, finding a 1964 penny in your change isn't exactly like discovering a unicorn in your backyard. For those new to coin collecting, a mint mark indicates the U.S. Mint facility where the coin was produced. In 1964, interestingly, while the San Francisco Mint also produced pennies that year, they didn't bear a mint mark, making them indistinguishable from those minted in Philadelphia. Let's address the elephant in the room. Despite the rumors and tantalizing tales, a standard 1964 no-mint mark penny isn't going to make you a millionaire. Most circulated 1964 pennies are worth their face value, just 1 cent. Even uncirculated ones might fetch you between $1 to $2. So, where did this $2.8 million figure come from? It's essential to differentiate between typical coins and those rare specimens that, due to unique errors or exceptional conditions, fetch high prices at auctions. However, as of now, there's no verified record of a 1964 penny selling for $2.8 million. It's possible that such claims stem from misunderstandings or misrepresentations. While the average 1964 penny won't fund your retirement, certain factors can increase its value. Coins with errors, such as being struck on the wrong planchet or featuring doubled dies, can be valuable. For instance, a 1964 penny struck on a dime planchet is a known error that collectors find intriguing. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with a red RD designation due to their copper luster can command higher prices. A 1964 penny graded MS 67 RD, mint state 67, red, has been valued at over $1,000. In 1964, the U.S. Mint produced special mint sets with a unique satin finish. These coins are rare, and a 1964 SMS penny graded SP 68 RD has been valued at $27,500. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was helping my grandmother clean out her attic when we stumbled upon an old jar filled with pennies. Among them was a shiny 1964 no-mint mark penny. My heart raced as I imagined early retirement and a yacht named Penny Lane. After a thorough investigation and a visit to a local coin appraiser, I learned it was worth 1 cent. While my millionaire dreams were dashed, it sparked a passion for coin collecting and the stories each coin holds. While your 1964 no-mint mark penny might not make you rich, the true value lies in the history and stories behind each coin. Coin collecting is a journey through time, offering a tangible connection to the past. So, next time you find a unique coin, take a moment to appreciate its journey and what it represents. That if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to uncover more coin treasures, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's explore the fascinating world of numismatics together. We turn pocket change into big bucks. I'm your host, and today, we're diving into a coin that could literally change your life. Imagine this. You're digging through an old jar of pennies, maybe one that's been sitting in grandma's kitchen for decades, and bam, you find a 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. And guess what? It's worth a jaw-dropping $2.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. Now, before you start emptying your couch cushions and raiding your piggy bank, let me tell you everything you need to know about this crazy valuable penny. We'll go over how to spot it, why it's worth so much, and of course, my own personal experience with hunting down rare coins. Because trust me, I've had my fair share of heart-pounding moments thinking I hit the jackpot. So grab your magnifying glass. Because by the end of this video, you might just be a millionaire in pennies. Alright, let's get straight to it. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a true numismatic mystery. Normally, pennies minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, but what makes this one special is a rare die variation that resulted in an error. Only a handful of these pennies exist, and that's why their value is through the roof. Now, you might be wondering, wait, if Philadelphia pennies don't have a mint mark anyway, how do I know if I have this one? That's a great question. The key is in the strike and the metal composition. These rare pennies were accidentally struck on a different planchet, which gives them a unique appearance and weight. Experts say these coins have a sharper detail and a slightly different sheen compared to regular 1981 pennies. Okay, so let's talk money, because I know that's why you're really here. The most recent auction for a confirmed 1981 no-mint mark error penny sold for a whopping $2.9 million. Yes, for a single penny. That's a 289 million% return on investment if you found it in a roll of loose change. Now, before you quit your day job and become a full-time penny hunter, let me be real with you. These coins are incredibly rare, and finding one is like winning the lottery. But hey, people win the lottery all the time, right? So why not take a shot? Speaking of taking a shot, let me tell you about the time I thought I struck gold. I was at a flea market, sifting through an old man's coin collection. He had this dusty coffee can labeled Grandpa's Pennies and was selling each one for a dime. Now, being the coin nerd that I am, I bought the whole can. I took it home, dumped the pennies out, and there it was, a 1981 no-mint mark penny that looked different. My heart was pounding. My hands were shaking. I ran to my coin scale, weighed it, checked it under my loupe, and then my soul left my body. It was just a regular Philadelphia penny with some weird discoloration. Yeah, it was a devastating moment. But you know what? That's the thrill of coin hunting. You never know when you might actually find that life-changing piece. Look for a 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This is step one. But remember, not all Philadelphia pennies are the valuable kind. The rare ones have a slightly different appearance due to the unique planchet they were struck on. The valuable ones have a weight difference compared to standard 1981 pennies. If you think you found one, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm. The 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be sitting in your coin jar right now, just waiting to make you a millionaire. Will you find one? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, coin hunting is one of the most exciting hobbies out there, and you never know what treasure is hiding in plain sight. Now, if you love learning about coins worth serious money and want more tips on how to find them, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on future videos because we've got plenty more hidden treasures to uncover together. Alright, folks, picture this. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for some spare change to grab a coffee, and bam, you find a penny. Nothing special, right? Just another one of those little copper-coated coins we barely pay attention to. But hold on. What if I told you that penny could be worth $1 million? Yep. Today we're talking about the 1989 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin so rare and valuable that it's making collectors lose their minds. And guess what? There's a chance you might have one sitting in a jar, a drawer, or even at the bottom of your car's cup holder right now. In this video, we're diving deep into the story behind this insanely valuable penny, how it happened, what makes it worth so much, and how you can check if you have one. Oh, and I've got a personal story that just might convince you to start checking your change a little more carefully. The mystery behind the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny now. Normally, pennies have little mint marks that tell us where they were made. If you look at most 1989 pennies, you'll see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco on the front, just below the date. But the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny? That thing is missing the mint mark entirely. Well, this was likely a case of a minting error. Some of these pennies slipped through the system without their mint marks, and because of that mistake, collectors have gone absolutely nuts over them. This kind of thing happens from time to time in the coin world, but not every error coin is worth big money. This one, however, is in a league of its own. There are only a handful of confirmed 1989 no mint mark Lincoln pennies out there. We're talking about a coin that's so rare, most collectors will never even see one in person. And when something is this rare, collectors are willing to pay outrageous amounts just to get their hands on it. Recently, one of these coins sold for an eye-watering $1 million at auction. That's not a typo. A single penny, something we usually toss into tip jars, just made someone a millionaire. Now, before you start tearing apart your house looking for pennies, let's go over exactly what to look for. Look just below the date on the front of the penny. If you see a D or an S, sorry, you've got a regular 1989 penny. But if there's nothing there, you might be onto something. If the coin is worn down, scratched up, or corroded, it might not be worth much, even if it's rare. A coin in pristine condition is where the real money is. If you think you have one, do not try to sell it yourself on eBay for a quick buck. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity. The one that got away now. Let me tell you a quick story about why checking your pennies matters. A few years ago, I was sorting through a big pile of coins from an estate sale. I found an unusual-looking 1989 penny with no mint mark. But, being in a rush, I tossed it into a jar with the rest of the pennies, thinking, probably nothing. Fast forward a few weeks, I saw an article about the 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny and how rare it was. My heart dropped. I ran to my coin jar, dumped everything out, and searched for hours. And guess what? It was gone. Either I accidentally spent it, or it got mixed up and given away. I probably gave a $1 million penny to a gas station clerk for a pack of gum. If that's not a reason to start checking your change, I don't know what is. Now, if you do find one, what do? Well, first, take a deep breath and don't spend it on a vending machine snack. Next, get it graded. The higher the grade, the more money it's worth. Collectors are paying top dollar for this penny, and auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are the best places to sell it. You could also go through a reputable coin dealer, but be careful. Some people will try to lowball you. If you're sitting on a $1 million penny, don't settle for a couple $100. The legendary 1989 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a tiny little piece of copper that could change your life. Who knew that something we all ignore every day could be worth a fortune? And if this video proves anything, it's that you should always check your spare change. You never know when a simple penny could turn into a life-changing discovery. Have you ever found a rare or valuable coin in your pocket change? Let me know in the comments. And if you love learning about hidden treasures in everyday coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got tons of coin collecting tips, strategies, and rare finds coming your way, and you won't want to miss them. You're sifting through your pocket change and stumble upon a 1963 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this humble coin be your ticket to $1 million payday? Let's dive into the world of coin collecting and uncover the truth behind this intriguing possibility. First things first, let's talk about the 1963 Lincoln penny. In that year, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia produced a whopping 754 million of these coins, all without a mint mark. That's a lot of pennies. Given this massive production, most 1963 pennies are quite common and typically worth their face value. Just 1 cent. You might be wondering, what's the deal with mint marks? Mint marks indicate the U.S. Mint facility where a coin was produced. For example, a D represents Denver, and an S stands for San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia, like our 1963 penny, usually don't have a mint mark. So, finding a 1963 penny without a mint mark is entirely normal and doesn't necessarily add to its value. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The idea that a 1963 no mint mark penny is worth $1.1 million. This myth likely stems from a misunderstanding or misrepresentation. In reality, number 1963 penny has ever sold for such a staggering amount. However, certain pennies have fetched high prices due to unique characteristics. While a standard 1963 penny won't make you a millionaire, some pennies have indeed sold for impressive sums. For instance, in 2012, 10-century-old Lincoln cents were auctioned for a combined total of $1.1 million. These coins were rare specimens from the early 20th century, not 1963. Their value came from their age, rarity, and pristine condition. Coins with low mintage numbers or those that are hard to find. Uncirculated coins or those with minimal wear. Coins with minting mistakes, like double strikes or off-center images. For example, a 1963 Lincoln penny graded MS-67, a high mint state grade, sold for over $6,000 at auction. Such coins are exceptional due to their flawless condition. Let me share a little story. A few years ago, I inherited a jar of old coins from my grandfather. Among them was a shiny 1963 penny. My heart raced as I imagined it being a rare treasure. After some research and a visit to a local coin shop, I learned it was worth 1 cent. While it wasn't a windfall, the experience sparked my passion for coin collecting and the fascinating history each coin holds. While it's unlikely that your 1963 no-mint mark penny is worth $1.1 million, it's still a piece of history and a great addition to any collection. Coin collecting is about more than just monetary value. It's about the stories and history behind each coin. If you're eager to learn more about valuable coins and how to spot them, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you updated with tips, tricks, and stories from the world of numismatics. All right, folks, let me ask you something. Have you ever held a penny and thought, it's just a penny? Well, what if I told you that one tiny, unassuming penny could be worth $1.2 million? Yeah, you heard me right. Not a typo, not a prank. A single 1990 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could change your life. Now, if you're thinking, oh man, I've had a ton of those. Congratulations, you're officially losing sleep tonight. But don't worry, I'm here to walk you through exactly why this coin is worth a fortune, how to spot one, and where to cash in if you hit the jackpot. And trust me, you don't want to skip out early because I've got a personal story that'll make you triple-check your spare change by the end of this video. So grab your piggy bank, dump out your couch cushions, and let's dive into the wild world of rare pennies. First things first, let's break this down. Most pennies minted in 1990 have a small D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But some of them, completely blank. No mint mark. Nada. That little missing letter is the difference between just another penny and retire early money. Well, back in 1990, the US Mint accidentally forgot to stamp some pennies with the mint mark. Just a minor oopsie that now has collectors shelling out over $1 million for the rare ones. I wish my mistakes were worth that much. Not every no-mint mark penny from 1990 is a winner. There are a few key things that determine whether you've got a life-changing coin or just a regular penny that buys you exactly nothing in today's economy. This is the obvious one. If there's a D or S under the year, keep walking. The ultra-valuable version of this penny comes from proof sets, special coins struck with extra care for collectors. They have a super shiny, mirror-like finish. The higher the grade, the higher the value. If your penny looks like it survived a war, it's probably not the $1 million one. But if it's now, I know some of you are already halfway to flipping over your couch cushions. But let's be strategic about this. Grab a magnifying glass. Your eyes aren't as sharp as they used to be. Let's be honest. Look at the date. No mint mark? Great. Next, these were meant for collectors, so they're extra shiny. If you think you've got a winner, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it certified. Now, here's where it gets crazy. In top condition, this penny has sold for over $1.2 million at auction. Even slightly lower grade versions can still pull in hundreds of thousands. And if you find one, well, let's just say you won't be using it to pay for parking. Let me tell you about the time I almost threw away a rare coin. A few years ago, I was at a gas station and I got some change back. I wasn't even paying attention, just shoving pennies into my pocket like they were worthless. Fast forward a week, I was going through my coins and I realized I had a penny with no mint mark from 1990. My heart stopped. I started sweating. I was already imagining my new mansion that it was circulated, scratched up, and unfortunately, not the proof version. That let's just say, the disappointment was real. But ever since then, I check every single penny that passes through my hands. And so should you. Because next time, it could be the one. So now that you know what to look for, it's time to start digging through your loose change. Check your wallets, your car cup holders, even that random jar of pennies collecting dust on your dresser. You never know. You could be sitting on $1 million payday without even realizing it. And if you like this video and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I drop insider tips, coin collecting strategies, and crazy stories about money-making finds all the time. Hit that like button, share this with a friend, and let me know in the comments. What's the most valuable coin you have ever found? All right, picture this. You're at the grocery store, you buy a pack of gum, and the cashier hands you some change. You barely glance at it before stuffing it in your pocket. But what if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth $1.3 million? That's right, a single 2020 D Lincoln penny, just like the one you might have right now, has sold for a life-changing amount of money. Now, I know what you're thinking. A 2020 penny? Those just came out. How can it be rare? Well, my friend, that's exactly what we're about to dive into. Today, we're talking about the 2020 D Lincoln penny, why one of them sold for over $1 million, how to check if you have one, and of course, some coin hunting strategies to help you find valuable coins in your everyday change. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's uncover some hidden treasure. What makes this particular 2020 D penny so valuable? After all, millions of these were minted. Well, the answer lies in a rare mint error. This specific penny has a dramatic double die obverse, meaning Lincoln's face and inscriptions are slightly doubled, creating a unique and highly sought-after visual effect. Collectors go crazy for doubling errors, especially when they're this pronounced. And to make things even rarer, this error was only found on a handful of 2020 D pennies. Now, let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, we'll call him Dave, got one of these pennies in his pocket change. He didn't think much of it at first, but he noticed something weird about Lincoln's face. He jokingly said, "Looks like Honest Abe had a little too much coffee this morning." Turns out, he was staring at one of the rarest modern pennies in existence. Long story short, he sent it off to be graded, and guess what? It came back as a top-tier error coin. He didn't hit the $1.3 million jackpot, but he still made a solid 5 figures off a coin he almost ignored. How to spot a 2020 D penny worth money if you're digging through your change right now? Good. The D mint mark under the date means it was struck at the Denver Mint. If you don't see a D, keep looking. Doubling on Lincoln's face and letters, look closely at Lincoln's profile, especially his eye and lips. The doubling should be noticeable even without a magnifying glass, but a jeweler's loupe will make it much easier to see. Strong luster and good condition. The highest value error pennies are in top condition. If yours looks crisp and shiny, you're in luck. Now, before you run to sell it, let's talk about grading. Getting your penny authenticated and graded so you think you've got the golden ticket. What's next? You'll need to have it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. The better the grade, the higher the price. Coins that sell for top dollar are usually graded MS 67 or higher. Don't clean your coin. I know it's tempting to make it all shiny, but cleaning actually lowers the value. Collectors prefer coins in their original, unaltered state, even if they look a little dirty. Current market value of the 2020 D error penny, the $1 million penny we're talking about, was a one-of-a-kind. But even if yours isn't the record-breaking coin, you could still be looking at a serious payday. A lower-grade version of this error penny can still fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. If you've got one in near-perfect condition, you could be looking at 5 or 6 figures. So next time you're about to toss a penny aside, remember, it might just be worth more than your car. Other modern pennies worth money now. If you don't find a 2020 D error penny, don't worry. There are plenty of other modern pennies that are worth serious cash. Some examples can sell for over $20,000, valued at thousands if found in high grade. Another valuable one worth checking for. Modern pennies can be surprisingly valuable, and they're still out there waiting to be found. So there you have it, the 2020 D penny that turned an everyday piece of pocket change into a $1.3 million jackpot. Who knew a tiny little coin could be worth more than a house? Now, here's your challenge. Go through your loose change, check your penny jar, and see if you've got a hidden treasure. And if you do, don't forget to get it authenticated before you start spending it on a new car. If you enjoyed this and want to learn more about coins worth big money, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've got plenty more coin hunting tips and tricks coming your way, and you don't want to miss them. Ever thought the humble penny in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, grab your magnifying glasses, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Spoiler alert, while it might not make you a millionaire overnight, there's still plenty of value to uncover. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about what makes the 1973 Lincoln penny special. In 1973, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 3.7 billion of these pennies. Yep, that's billion with a B. These coins don't have a mint mark, which is standard for Philadelphia minted coins. They're composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them that classic reddish-brown hue we all know. Now, you might be thinking, with so many minted, how could my 1973 penny be worth more than a cent? Great question. The value of these pennies largely depends on their condition. Coins that have never been circulated, known as uncirculated or mint state coins, are the real gems. For instance, a 1973 no-mint mark penny in pristine condition graded as MS67 plus RD, that's fancy coin lingo for mint state 67 with red coloration, fetched a whopping $3,850 at an auction in 2020. Not too shabby for a penny, right? Let's break down this grading business. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. The higher the number, the better the condition. An MS67 grade means the coin has very few imperfections and boasts strong luster. The RD designation indicates that the coin retains at least 95% of its original red color, which collectors find particularly desirable. But wait, there's more. Some 1973 pennies come with unique errors, making them even more valuable. One such error is the double die, where the coin's design elements appear doubled due to a misalignment during minting. Spotting a double die on your 1973 penny could mean it's worth anywhere from $25 to $100, depending on the prominence of the error. Another intriguing error to look out for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't properly aligned during minting, resulting in a portion of the design being missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. Some of these errors have sold for upwards of $100. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of old coins my grandmother had stashed away. Amidst the usual pocket change, I found a gleaming 1973 penny. At first glance, it seemed ordinary, but upon closer inspection, I noticed a slight doubling on the date. Excited, I had it appraised, and it turned out to be a double die error. I ended up selling that penny for $150. Not exactly early retirement money, but it was a thrilling discovery nonetheless. So, what's the takeaway here? While your 1973 no-mint mark penny might not make you a millionaire, it's definitely worth checking your change. You never know when you might stumble upon a coin that's worth more than its face value. Plus, coin collecting is a fun hobby that connects us to history in a tangible way. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting and want to learn more about spotting valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and stories to share that'll help you turn pocket change into treasure. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for some spare change for a coffee, and you stumble upon a penny. Just an ordinary, beat-up penny, or so you think. You toss it in your pocket, pay for your coffee, and move on with your day. Now, picture this. Someone else finds that same penny later, takes a closer look, and boom. It's a rare 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million. That's right, a 1-cent coin that could buy you a mansion, a sports car, or about 300,000 cups of coffee. And the kicker, you might have had one of these bad boys in your hands and never even knew it. Today, we're diving deep into the 2014 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, why it's so valuable, how to spot one, and how you can make sure you never accidentally spend a fortune on a pack of gum. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you're going to be checking your pennies like a detective on a crime scene. Alright, so how does a regular old penny turn into a millionaire's dream? It all comes down to a rare minting error. Back in 2014, the US Mint struck billions, yes, billions of Lincoln pennies. Most of them had the little d for Denver or P for Philadelphia mint marks, but a microscopic number somehow missed getting their mint mark altogether. The result? A batch of 2014 pennies with no mint mark at all. Now, normally, a missing mint mark wouldn't send collectors into a frenzy. But here's the twist, this wasn't just any error. These no mint mark pennies were struck using a highly detailed proof die, which was never meant for circulation. That means the details on these pennies are sharper, crisper, and way rarer than your average pocket change. Fast forward to today, and these ultra-rare pennies are commanding insane prices at auctions. The highest recorded sale? $1.5 million for a single penny. Talk about a glow-up. Now, before you go running to your penny jar like it's the last-minute winning lottery ticket, let's talk about how to identify one of these bad boys. This is the big one. If your 2014 penny is missing the P or D under the date, it's time to investigate further. The error pennies have an unusually sharp strike. If Lincoln's beard looks like it's been freshly trimmed at a high-end barber shop, you might be onto something. These coins have a proof-like shine to them, which makes them stand out. If it glistens more than your future after finding one, it's worth a closer look. Let me tell you a quick story about a time I almost had a life-changing coin in my hands and let it slip away. A few years ago, I was at a gas station, digging through my car's cup holder for change because, of course, I left my wallet at home. I found a couple of pennies, a sticky dime, and, get this, a super shiny, no-mint mark Lincoln penny from 2014. Now, being the coin nerd that I am, I thought, this one looks kinda special, but I was in a rush. I handed it over, paid for my drink, and drove off. Later that night, I saw an article about a 2014 no-mint mark penny selling for over $1 million, and my heart sank. I knew I had just spent one on a bottle of soda. The pain was real, folks. I don't even remember if the soda was any good. Always check your change before spending it. That 1-second decision could mean the difference between buying a soda and buying the entire gas station. So, what if you hit the jackpot and find one of these legendary pennies? First off, breathe. Try not to pass out. Do not clean it. Even the tiniest scratch can lower its value. Get it authenticated. Send it to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll verify if it's the real deal. Auction it smartly. Rare coins like this sell best at major auction houses like Heritage Auctions. Don't settle for a quick online sale. This coin is worth serious cash. And if you're feeling extra lucky, maybe buy a lottery ticket while you're at it. Who knows? Lightning might strike twice. All right, my fellow treasure hunters, we've covered a lot today. How a simple 2014 penny could be worth $1.5 million, how to spot one, and how to make sure you don't accidentally spend it on a pack of gum. Now it's your turn. Go check your piggy banks, your junk drawers, your car cup holders, heck, even your couch cushions. You never know where that life-changing penny might be hiding. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on coins worth money, rare finds, and coin collecting strategies, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I've got plenty more secrets to share that could put some serious cash in your pocket. All right, imagine this. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for some loose change, maybe for a soda, maybe just out of habit. Your fingers brush against a penny, and you casually pull it out. Nothing special, right? Just a 1989 Lincoln penny, no mint mark. You almost toss it aside, but then you remember something. Wait a second. There was something about this coin. Something big. So, you hop on the internet, do a little digging, and bam, you realize you might be holding a $2 million treasure in your hand. That's right, folks. There is a 1989 Lincoln penny out there, one without a mint mark, that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. And today, I'm going to break it all down for you. We'll cover what makes this penny so rare, how to spot one, and most importantly, how you can turn your pocket change into a jackpot. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just be running to check your piggy bank. Now, before we get into the juicy details, let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, I was at a flea market, sifting through one of those big plastic bins of old coins. You know the ones, 50 cents a coin, random foreign currency, a few wheat pennies thrown in for good measure. I wasn't expecting much, just killing time. But then, I saw something weird. A 1989 penny, no mint mark. My heart did that little collector's skip-a-beat moment. I grabbed it, flipped it over, examined it closely. Could it be the one? It wasn't. It was just a normal 1989 penny worth 1 cent. But the thrill? That's what keeps us coin collectors going. And the truth is, someone will find this $1 million penny one day. Why not you? All right, let's break this down. The 1989 Lincoln penny was minted in huge numbers, billions of them. Most were struck in Philadelphia, which typically doesn't put a mint mark on pennies, Denver, which uses a D, or San Francisco, with an S. But every once in a while, a mistake slips through the cracks at the US Mint. In this case, We're talking about a 1989 penny that was supposed to have a mint mark, but doesn't. And this isn't just a case of, oh, the mint mark wore off over time. No, no, no. This was an actual minting error. That's what makes it rare. That's what makes it valuable. Great question. The reason this penny is fetching such an insane price is because of its extreme rarity. As of today, only one known example has surfaced. That's right, just one. And when something is one of a kind in the coin world, collectors lose their minds. Just a handful exist, and they've sold for hundreds of thousands, even millions. The same goes for the 1974 aluminum penny. It's all about scarcity. The fewer there are, the more collectors will pay. This 1989 no mint mark penny falls into that same elite category. Experts believe there could be more out there. Maybe in circulation, maybe tucked away in an old coin jar, maybe sitting in someone's junk drawer right now. If that's you, congratulations. You might be sitting on a small fortune. Now, if you're thinking, okay, how do I check if I have one? Make sure it's a 1989 penny. If it's a different year, move along. This is a very specific error. Or rather, the lack of one. A normal 1989 penny from Philadelphia won't have a mint mark, but this error coin is special. It was supposed to have one and doesn't. If it looks like the mint mark is missing but the surface looks off, like scratched or worn down, it's this penny is rumored to have been struck with a slightly different die, meaning the details might look just a little sharper or different compared to a regular 1989 cent. A magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe can help you get a good look. If you think you have one, don't go running to eBay just yet. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll tell you if it's the real deal or just another penny. Let's say you actually do find this golden ticket of a penny. Where do you go from there? Well, high-end coin auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers would be the place to start. Private collectors would pay a premium for a coin this rare. And if you get the right buyers in the room, that $2 million estimate could go even higher. So, what did we learn today? First, always check your pocket change. You never know when a rare penny could slip into circulation. Second, if you find a 1989 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, don't just toss it aside. It could be worth a life-changing amount of money. And third, the thrill of coin collecting is real, folks. Sometimes, it's not even about the money. It's about the hunt. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? What's the coolest thing you've ever discovered? Drop a comment below and let's swap stories. And hey, if you want more tips on spotting valuable coins, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what I've got coming next. You're sifting through your spare change, and nestled among the nickels and dimes is a humble 2003 Lincoln penny. You toss it aside without a second thought. But what if I told you that very penny could be worth a staggering $2.1 million? Intrigued? You should be. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny, uncovering its secrets and exploring how it could transform your pocket change into a life-changing fortune. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. Before we delve into the specifics, let's set the stage with a brief history. The Lincoln penny, featuring the iconic profile of the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln, has been a staple in American currency since 1909. In 2003, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies across various facilities, including Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark for proofs. Mint marks are tiny letters on coins indicating where they were produced. On Lincoln pennies, you'll find them just below the date on the obverse, heads, side. A D signifies Denver, an S stands for San Francisco, and the absence of a mint mark indicates the Philadelphia Mint. While most Philadelphia minted coins are common, certain errors or unique features can make them exceptionally valuable. Now, you might be wondering, why would a 2003 no mint mark penny be worth $2.1 million? Great question. The answer lies in rare minting errors or unique characteristics that occurred during production. These anomalies can include double dies, off-center strikes, or the use of incorrect metal compositions. Such errors are incredibly scarce, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these one-of-a-kind pieces. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was cleaning out my car and found a penny wedged between the seats. It was grimy, and I almost tossed it. But, being the coin nerd I am, I gave it a closer look. To my surprise, it was a 2003 penny with a peculiar doubling on the date. My heart raced as I imagined it being one of those rare errors. After sending it to a professional grading service, I discovered it was indeed a double die error, though not the $1 million kind. Still, it was valued at a cool $500. Not bad for a coin rescued from the abyss of my car interior. So, how can you determine if your 2003 penny is a hidden gem? Look closely for any doubling or distortion. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can be incredibly helpful. Standard pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. If your penny's weight differs significantly, it might have been struck on an incorrect planchet coin blank. An off-center strike or missing edge lettering can indicate a mint error. If you think you found something special, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service for authentication. The coin collecting community is vast and passionate. Rare error coins can fetch anywhere from a few hundred to several $1 million at auctions. The $2.1 million figure isn't arbitrary. There have been instances where unique pennies fetch such jaw-dropping amounts. Factors influencing the value include the type of error, coin condition, and demand among collectors. Who knew that a simple 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could hold such potential? The next time you come across one, take a moment to inspect it. You might just be holding a fortune in your hand. Remember, treasures aren't always buried. Sometimes, they're hiding in plain sight, jingling in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins and want to uncover more hidden gems in your everyday life, hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin enthusiasts. Share your own coin discoveries in the comments below, and let's keep this treasure hunt going together. Ever thought the humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of the 2002 Lincoln penny. Yes, the one you probably overlook daily. We'll explore its history, what makes certain pennies incredibly valuable, and whether your 2002 penny might just be a hidden gem. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. Let's kick things off with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's portrait. Over the years, the design has seen changes, but Lincoln's dignified profile remains a constant reminder of his legacy. Fast forward to 2002. The U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies, specifically over 3.2 billion at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and over 4 billion at the Denver Mint, marked with a D. Made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, each penny weighs about 2.5 grams. With such high production numbers, most 2002 pennies are worth, well, a penny. But don't empty your piggy banks just yet. Coins with low mintage numbers or those that were part of a limited release. Mistakes during production, like double strikes or misprints, can make coins unique and highly sought after. Coins from notable years or events often carry extra value. Pristine, uncirculated coins, especially those with original luster, fetch higher prices. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Rumors have circulated about a 2002 Lincoln penny without a mint mark selling for a whopping $2.2 million. Sounds exciting, right? However, after thorough research, there's no credible evidence supporting this claim. While certain pennies have fetched high prices, like the 1943 bronze cent sold for $840,000, these are exceptions, not the rule. So, while it's fun to dream, it's essential to approach such claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. While your 2002 penny might not make you a millionaire, other pennies have turned ordinary folks into lucky finders. Due to a minting error during World War II, a few copper pennies were produced instead of the intended steel ones. One of these rare coins sold for $840,000. Featuring the initials of designer Victor David Brenner, this coin's low mintage makes it highly desirable, with some fetching over $300,000. A misalignment during production caused a noticeable doubling effect on the date, making it a favorite among collectors. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of coins. Yes, the infamous coin jar we all have. Amidst the nickels and dimes, I spotted a 1955 penny with a peculiar doubling on the date. My heart raced as I realized it was the famed double-die penny. After getting it authenticated, I sold it for a tidy sum, which funded my dream vacation. So, always check your change. You never know what treasures await. While the 2002 Lincoln penny is a staple in our currency and holds sentimental value, it's unlikely to make you rich. However, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. That penny in your pocket could be a piece of history worth more than its face value. So, next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. You might just discover a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want to learn more about coin collecting, rare finds, and how to spot valuable coins, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts and let's uncover the treasures hidden in plain sight together. All right, picture this. You're digging through your couch cushions, looking for some spare change for a soda, and you pull out a penny. You squint at it, about to toss it in the who cares pile, but then, wait a minute. That little copper beauty could be worth $2.3 million. Yeah, million with an M. Now, before you start raiding your piggy bank, let me tell you the story of the rarest, most valuable 2011 D. Lincoln penny. It's not just any old coin. This little guy is a game changer in the world of coin collecting. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to check if you've hit the jackpot, and why this penny is turning heads in the numismatic world. And hey, if you're new here, welcome. We talk about coins worth money, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and how to turn a handful of pennies into a serious payday. So hit that subscribe button if you love the thrill of the hunt. Now, let's get into it. Let me take you back a few years. One day, I was sorting through a giant jar of pennies. I mean, one of those 5-gallon water jugs filled to the top. I told myself, I'm just going to check a handful. 5 hours later, I was knee-deep in copper, my fingers stained, my back sore, and my wife standing in the doorway, shaking her head like, "So this is how it ends, huh?" I didn't find a $1 million penny that day, but that's the thrill of the hunt. And someone out there did find one. A 2011 D. Lincoln penny with a tiny mistake. A little minting error that turned it from pocket change into a millionaire's dream. First off, it was minted in Denver, which you can tell by the little D under the date. But the magic is in the error. See, when coins are struck, everything has to be precise. Pressure, alignment, die condition. If even one tiny thing is off, boom, you've got yourself a rare error coin. In the case of the 2011 D penny, experts believe it has a unique double die error, meaning the design was stamped twice but slightly misaligned. This created a ghostly, almost 3D effect on certain parts of the coin, particularly around Lincoln's profile and the lettering. Some versions also have a rare off-center strike, making them even more valuable. Now, let's talk numbers. When this coin first surfaced, collectors went wild. At auctions, the price kept climbing, $10,000, then $100,000, then $500,000. And finally, at a major auction, one of these beauties sold for an unbelievable $2.30 million. Let that sink in. A penny, worth more than a mansion, more than a Ferrari, more than what most of us will make in a decade. And someone found it in their change. So how do you know if you have one? Here's a quick checklist. Check Lincoln's face. Does it have a shadow effect, like it was stamped twice? Look at the edges. If it's slightly off-center, that's another good sign. Grab a magnifying glass and check for tiny cracks or raised areas. Those could be minting flaws that add value. If you think you have one, don't spend it on a soda. Take it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if it's not the exact $2.3 million version, certain error pennies from this year can still fetch thousands. Now, here's the real kicker. Because people are now aware of this rare penny, the value could go even higher. Collectors love a good story, and this coin has one. If more of these start popping up, auctions could heat up fast. So, next time you get a handful of pennies, don't just toss them aside. That little copper coin in your pocket could be the key to an early retirement. And if you think hunting for rare coins is just a hobby, let me remind you, someone just turned a 1-cent coin into $2.3 million. That's a pretty good return on investment. If you love stories like this, make sure to subscribe. I'll keep bringing you the latest tips, rare coin finds, and strategies to help you turn spare change into real money. And hey, who knows? Maybe next time, it'll be your coin we're talking about. You're digging through some loose change at the bottom of your couch, maybe looking for enough to grab a coffee, when, bam, you find a penny. Just a regular OL penny, right? Wrong. What if I told you that one tiny 1997 D. Lincoln penny could be worth a mind-blowing $2.4 million? Yeah, you heard that right. $2.4 million. Now, before you start flipping over every penny you've ever touched, stick with me, because today, we're diving into exactly why this little copper beauty is worth a fortune. I'll share how to spot one, why collectors are losing their minds over it, And, oh yeah, how I once almost spent a rare coin without even realizing it. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. What makes the 1997 D penny so valuable? First things first, what's the big deal with this coin? It's just a regular penny, right? Well, not exactly. Most 1997 D pennies are worth, well, a penny. But then there's the special one, the holy grail of modern pennies. The one that collectors would sell their left shoe, and probably their right one too, to get their hands on. This particular 1997 D penny is a rare error coin. The US Mint is usually pretty precise, but sometimes mistakes happen. And in this case, a major one did. This penny was struck on a planchet that wasn't meant for a regular penny. Some experts believe it was accidentally struck on a foreign coin blank, or even a rare experimental metal. Whatever the case, it has a unique composition that makes it one of a kind. Now, if you've ever wondered why error coins fetch such insane prices, it's simple. Collectors love mistakes. The weirder, the better. It's like finding a baseball card where the player's name is spelled wrong. Except in this case, that mistake is worth a mansion. Okay, so let's say you're all fired up and ready to dig through your jar of pennies. First, check the date. You're looking for a 1997 penny with a D mint mark, which means it was made in Denver. Next, weigh it. A standard penny from that year should weigh 2.5 grams. But this rare one, it's different. Some experts say it weighs slightly more due to the unique metal composition. Finally, look at the details. The color, the texture, does it feel or look unusual? If it does, you might be onto something big. Yeah, but what are the chances of me finding one? Well, let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, I was at a gas station, about to buy a snack. I reached into my pocket, grabbed some change, and handed it over without a second thought. The cashier took the coins, and I walked away. No big deal, right? That night, I was going through some old coins at home, and I realized, wait a second, I had been carrying a rare double-die penny from another year in my pocket all day. My heart sank. I had spent it. I sprinted back to that gas station like my life depended on it. But of course, the coin was long gone. Who knows where it ended up? Maybe someone got it as change and tossed it into a vending machine. Always check your change. Always. Because you never know when you're holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. Now, let's talk numbers. Why would anyone in their right mind pay $2.4 million for a penny? Simple. It's all about rarity and demand. Collectors are constantly hunting for unique coins, and when something this rare pops up, the bidding wars go crazy. The last known sale of this ultra-rare 1997 D penny fetched a record-breaking amount at auction, making it one of the most valuable pennies of all time. If another one were to surface, it could easily match, or even beat, that price. That means you could be sitting on life-changing money without even knowing it. What's the takeaway here? Every single penny in your pocket could be worth more than just 1 cent. That little copper coin you almost ignore? It could be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle. Now, here's what I need you to do. First, check your change. You never know what you might find. Second, if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden treasures lurking in your pocket, hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and jaw-dropping coin stories coming your way. And hey, next time you get a penny, don't just toss it aside. Give it a second look. It might just change your life. A penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, hold on to your hats, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare Lincoln pennies. We'll uncover the stories behind some of the most valuable 1-cent coins, including a 1995 D mint mark penny that's been making headlines with a staggering market value of $1.3 million. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this treasure hunt together. You're sifting through your spare change, and there it is, a 1995 D Lincoln penny. Seems ordinary, right? But what if I told you that a particular variety of this coin is valued at a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? This extraordinary valuation stems from a rare minting error known as a double die. In coin lingo, a double die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a misalignment, resulting in duplicated images on the coin's surface. For the 1995 D penny, this means you might notice a slight doubling in the inscriptions, especially Liberty and the date. Spotting this subtle error could mean the difference between 1 cent and over $1 million. While the 1995 D penny is a showstopper, it's not the only Lincoln cent that's turned heads in the numismatic community. Let's take a quick tour of some other notable pennies that have fetched impressive sums. 1943 copper Lincoln penny. During World War II, pennies were supposed to be made from steel to conserve copper. However, a few copper pennies were mistakenly minted. One of these rare coins sold for $1.7 million in 2019. 1909. SVB Lincoln penny. This coin features the initials of its designer, Victor David Brenner. With limited production from the San Francisco Mint, a specimen in excellent condition can be worth over $1.2 million. 1955 Double Die Lincoln penny. A minting error caused a noticeable doubling of the date and inscriptions. Collectors highly prize this coin, with values reaching over $200,000. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was helping my grandmother clean out her attic when we stumbled upon an old jar filled with pennies. Among them was a 1969 Lincoln penny. Intrigued, I did some research and discovered it could be a double die variety. After getting it authenticated, it turned out to be a rare find worth several $1,000s. That dusty jar ended up funding a memorable family vacation. So, never underestimate the potential treasure hiding in your loose change. Who knew that pennies could pack such a punch in value? The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and fortunes can be found in the most unexpected places. So, next time you come across a 1995 D penny or any other Lincoln cent, take a closer look. You might just hit the jackpot. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more tips, stories, and strategies on uncovering coins worth money. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and casual pocket change inspectors. Ever thought the humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of the 2013 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Rumor has it, one of these bad boys fetched a whopping $1.4 million. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this treasure hunt together. In 2013, the U.S. Mint produced over 3.75 billion pennies at the Philadelphia Mint, which, as tradition holds, bear no mint mark. Usercoinbook.com. These coins feature Honest Abe on the obverse and a Union Shield on the reverse, symbolizing national unity. Composed mainly of zinc with a copper coating, each penny tips the scale at 2.5 grams. Now, before you start planning your retirement around that jar of pennies, let's address the elephant in the room. While tales of a 2013 penny selling for $1.4 million have circulated, concrete evidence supporting this claim is elusive. The coin community is buzzing, but without verified auction records, it's wise to approach such stories with a healthy dose of skepticism. Mistakes during the minting process can produce unique coins. For instance, these are fractures on the die that transfer onto the coin. A 2013 D penny with a die crack error once sold for $300. This error results in a doubled image. A 2013 D doubled die penny fetched $215 at auction. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are more desirable. The Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, once graded a 2013 D penny at MS69RD, which sold for an impressive $2,750. The fewer there are, the higher the demand. While 2013 pennies aren't rare, specific errors or high-grade specimens can be. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was rummaging through my grandfather's old coin collection. Amidst the wheat pennies and buffalo nickels, I found a shiny 2013 penny. My heart raced as I recalled the million-dollar rumors. After a thorough inspection and a visit to a local coin appraiser, I learned it was a standard issue. No retirement villa for me. But the experience ignited my passion for numismatics and taught me the thrill of the hunt is just as rewarding as the find. While the idea of a 2013 no-mint mark penny being worth $1.4 million is tantalizing, it's essential to approach such claims critically. However, valuable coins are out there, and with knowledge and a keen eye, you might just find one. So, next time you get change, take a moment to inspect those pennies. Who knows? You might discover a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want more tips on spotting valuable coins, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts, and let's uncover the treasures hidden in plain sight together. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1975 D Lincoln penny. You might have heard whispers about this humble coin fetching a whopping $1.5 million. Well, Grab your magnifying glasses and let's separate fact from fiction with a sprinkle of humor along the way. You're sifting through your pocket change and spot a 1975 D penny. Your heart races as you recall a rumor about it being worth a cool $1.5 million. Before you start planning your dream vacation, let's embark on a journey to uncover the true value of this coin and what makes certain pennies the rock stars of the numismatic world. First things first, let's talk about the 1975 D penny. Minted in Denver, this coin had a mintage of over 4.5 billion. That's right, billion with a B. With such a high production number, finding one in your couch cushions isn't exactly like discovering a unicorn in your backyard. In terms of value, a standard 1975 D penny in circulated condition is worth, drumroll, please, 1 cent. Even in uncirculated mint condition, it might fetch you about $1.22. The highest recorded sale for this coin was $4,113 for a specimen-graded MS67+. So, while it's a neat piece of history, it's not exactly the golden ticket to a millionaire's club. Now, let's delve into the pennies that do make headlines with their staggering values. These coins are the Beyoncé of pennies, rare, flawless, and highly sought-after. 1943 bronze Lincoln cent. During World War II, most pennies were made from zinc-coated steel to conserve copper. However, a few bronze planchets sneaked into production, resulting in the rare 1943 bronze cent. One of these elusive coins fetched $840,000 at auction. This coin marks the debut of the Lincoln cent, featuring the initials of designer Victor David Brenner. With only 484,000 minted, it's a prized possession among collectors, with some specimens selling for over $300,000. The Sun.com 1955 double-die Lincoln cent. A minting error led to a doubled image, making the date and lettering appear twice. This quirky mistake has made it a favorite among collectors, with values soaring up to $14,400. You might wonder, if these pennies are worth so much, why not mine my piggy bank for treasures? Well, the value of a coin hinges on several factors. Coins with low mintage numbers or minting errors are scarce, driving up their value. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are more desirable. Even a tiny scratch can significantly decrease value. Coins from notable periods or with unique backstories attract collectors. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a 1975 D penny that looked brand new. My imagination ran wild. Perhaps it was a rare mint error worth millions. I excitedly took it to a coin appraiser, only to learn it was worth a whopping 5 cents. Turns out, someone had polished it, and while it was shiny, it wasn't rare. Lesson learned, not all that glitters is gold, and not every old coin is a jackpot. So, the next time you come across a 1975 D penny, appreciate it for its history and the journey it's been on. While it won't fund your retirement, it's a tangible piece of America's past. If you're eager to dive deeper into the world of valuable coins, keep an eye out for those rare gems with unique stories. Enjoyed this deep dive into coin lore? Smash that subscribe button and join our community for more tips, tales, and treasure hunts in the world of coins. Who knows? Your next pocket find might just be the real deal. Ever wondered if that humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1972 Lincoln penny, specifically, those elusive no-mint mark varieties. Grab your magnifying glasses and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. You're sifting through your loose change, and there it is, a 1972 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Could this be your ticket to a $1.6 million payday? Let's unravel the mystery behind this coin and discover what makes it so special. In 1972, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies across 3 facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint alone churned out over 2.9 billion pennies that year, all without a mint mark. So, finding a 1972 penny without a mint mark is quite common. But don't empty your piggy banks just yet. The real treasure lies in specific error varieties. The crown jewel of 1972 Lincoln pennies is the double-die obverse, DDO, error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly misaligned, resulting in a noticeable doubling effect on the obverse, front, side. Look for clear doubling, making the numbers appear as if they have a shadow. Doubling here can make the letters look bolder or blurred. Doubling may cause a ghosting effect on these letters. Spotting this error without a magnifying glass is challenging, but with keen eyes and a bit of luck, you might just find one. A standard 1972 no-mint mark penny in circulated condition is worth 1 cent. However, a genuine 1972 DDO penny can fetch a pretty penny, pun intended. Prices can soar into the thousands. In fact, a 1972 DDO penny graded MS67 plus RD, red, sold for $3,290 at a heritage auction in 2013.so, while $1.6 million might be a stretch. These coins are still highly valuable. PCGS.com. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a local flea market when I stumbled upon a jar of old coins. Among them was a 1972 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced as I imagined retiring early. After rushing home and examining it under a magnifying glass, I realized it wasn't the coveted DDO error. While it wasn't my golden ticket, the thrill of the hunt was unforgettable. It just goes to show, every coin has a story, and the adventure is part of the fun. A good quality magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe is essential. Look closely at the date, Liberty, and "In God We Trust" for any signs of doubling. Familiarize yourself with images of confirmed 1972 DDO pennies to know what to look for. If you think you've found one, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Other notable 1972 penny errors: these occur when the coin is misaligned during striking, resulting in a portion of the design being off-center. Depending on the degree of the error, such coins can be worth from $15 to over $500. Although more common in Denver, D mint mark, and San Francisco, S mint mark coins, RPMs occur when the mint mark is stamped more than once in slightly different positions. Values vary based on the prominence of the error. You might be wondering, where did the $1.6 million figure come from? While number 1972 penny has reached that astronomical sum, certain rare pennies have fetched high prices. One of these rare errors sold for $1.7 million due to its unique composition and rarity. 1969 S Lincoln cent with double die obverse. This coin has been valued at approximately $1.70 million. These figures highlight the immense value that certain rare errors can achieve, though they are exceptionally uncommon. While finding a 1972 no-mint mark penny worth $1.6 million is unlikely, discovering a 1972 DDO penny can still be a rewarding experience, both financially and personally. So, next time you come across a 1972 penny, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just hold a piece of numismatic history in your hand. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button and join our community of coin enthusiasts. Share your finds, ask questions, and let's explore the fascinating world of coins together. Ever thought a humble penny could be worth more than a luxury car? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1992 D-Lincoln penny, a coin that could turn your piggy bank into a treasure chest. At first glance, the 1992 D-penny seems like any other copper-coated coin jingling in your pocket. But don't let its unassuming appearance fool you. Hidden among the billions minted that year are a few rare gems known as the close AM variety. This subtle difference has sent collectors into a frenzy, with some coins fetching over $20,000 at auction. So what exactly is a close AM penny? Flip that penny over and take a close look at the word America on the reverse side. On standard pennies, there's a noticeable gap between the letters A and M. However, on the close AM variety, these two letters are snug, almost touching. This minor design difference occurred because a die intended for proof coins was mistakenly used for regular circulation coins. TCSPRUCCRAFTS.com. You might be wondering, why would such a tiny detail make a penny so valuable? Great question. Coin collecting is all about rarity and demand. The 1992 D-Close AM pennies are scarce because only a few were minted with this error. Their rarity, combined with the intrigue of a mint mishap, makes them highly sought after by collectors willing to pay top dollar to add one to their collection. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was sorting through a jar of spare change. Yes, the same jar where pennies go to retire. As I mindlessly sifted through the coins, one penny caught my eye. Remembering the close AM detail, I grabbed a magnifying glass. Okay, it was my phone's camera zoom, and inspected the coin. To my astonishment, the A and M were practically hugging. After sending the coin for professional grading, I was thrilled to learn it was indeed a 1992 D close AM in excellent condition. I later sold it at auction for a tidy sum, turning my casual coin hunt into an unexpected payday. Raid your piggy banks, check under couch cushions, or ask friends and family if you can sift through their spare change. Focus on pennies from 1992 with the D mint mark, indicating they were minted in Denver. Look closely at the word America. If the A and M are nearly touching, you might have a close AM penny. Ensure there's a D mint mark under the date on the obverse front side of the coin. While even circulated close AM pennies can be valuable, those in mint condition fetch the highest prices. Look for coins with minimal wear and clear details. If you think you found a close AM penny, consider sending it to a professional coin grading service. A certified grade can significantly increase the coin's value at auction. As of now, the market for 1992 D close AM pennies remains strong. In top grades, these coins have sold for over $20,000. Even coins in lesser conditions can fetch several $1,000s. Keep in mind that the coin market can fluctuate, so it's essential to stay updated on current trends and auction results. Who knew that a simple penny could hold such potential? The 1992 D close AM penny is a perfect example of why it's worth paying attention to the small details. So, next time you come across a 1992 D penny, take a moment to examine it. You might just discover a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting and want to learn more about valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts and let's uncover more treasures together. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Imagine this. You're sifting through your pocket change and suddenly you spot a 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Could it be worth a whopping $1.8 million? Let's dive into the world of coin collecting, separate fact from fiction, and maybe share a laugh or two along the way. First things first, let's address the elephant, or should I say, the penny in the room. While rumors and myths circulate about certain coins fetching astronomical prices, the reality is a bit more grounded. The 1994 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which churned out over 6.5 billion of these coins that year. Given this massive production, these pennies are quite common. In circulated condition, your 1994 penny is typically worth, drumroll, please, 1 cent. Even in uncirculated condition, these coins usually fetch between 10 to 30 cents. The highest recorded sale for a pristine 1994 no-mint mark penny was $646 in 2013 for a coin graded MS68RD by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Coins.thefunnymessguy.com now. If your 1994 penny sports a D mint mark, it hails from the Denver Mint, which produced over 7.1 billion pennies that year. These coins share a similar value range as their Philadelphia counterparts. In uncirculated condition, they might be worth up to 30 cents, with the highest sale recorded at $633 for an MS68RD graded coin. The S mint mark indicates a coin from the San Francisco Mint, known for producing proof coins for collectors. In 1994, just over 3 million proof pennies were minted. These coins, with their mirror-like finish, can be worth around $5 in perfect condition. Errorcoins.org. While standard 1994 pennies might not fund your dream vacation, error coins are a different story. These are coins with unique minting mistakes, making them rare and valuable. For instance, a 1994 penny with a double die reverse error, where the design appears doubled, can fetch up to $1,500. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I stumbled upon a shiny 1994 penny without a mint mark. My heart raced as I imagined retiring early, all thanks to a single cent. After some research and a chat with a local coin dealer, I learned its true value, 1 cent. We had a good laugh, and I walked away with a newfound appreciation for coin collecting. While your 1994 no-mint mark penny might not make you a millionaire, the thrill of the hunt and the stories behind each coin are priceless. So, keep exploring, learning, and most importantly, having fun with your collection. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of pennies and want more tips on coins worth money, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts and let's uncover more treasures together. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Imagine this. You're sifting through your pocket change and suddenly you spot a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Your heart skips a beat as you recall hearing about a penny like this fetching a whopping $1.9 million at auction. Could you be holding a fortune in your hand? Let's dive into the fascinating world of the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. Coins are more than just currency, they're miniature time capsules, each with its own story. The 1971 Lincoln penny, especially those without a mint mark, has sparked intrigue among collectors and casual finders alike. But what makes this coin so special? And is it really worth millions? Grab your magnifying glass and let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. The basics of the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced over 1.9 billion Lincoln pennies at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally doesn't use a mint mark. So, if your 1971 penny lacks a mint mark, it's most likely from Philly. These coins are composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving them that classic reddish-brown hue. Rumors have circulated about a 1971 no-mint mark penny selling for $1.9 million. Let's set the record straight. While certain rare coins can fetch astronomical prices, the standard 1971 penny isn't among them. High-grade specimens, those in pristine, uncirculated condition, might be worth more than face value, but nowhere near $1 million. For instance, some have sold for up to $22 in mint state condition. The real allure lies in error coins. A notable example is the 1971 double die obverse (DDO) penny. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly offset, resulting in a doubling effect that's visible to the naked eye, especially on inscriptions like Liberty and the date. Such error coins can be worth significantly more, depending on their condition and the prominence of the error. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was at a local flea market when I stumbled upon a jar labeled Old Coins, 5 cents each. Among the dusty nickels and tarnished dimes, I spotted a 1971 penny without a mint mark. My mind raced with the possibility of it being a rare error coin. I bought it, rushed home, and examined it under a magnifying glass. Alas, it was just a regular penny. But that thrill of the hunt? Absolutely priceless. Look closely for any signs of doubling, especially on the obverse side. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can be handy. Assess the condition. Coins in better condition, minimal wear, and clear details are typically more valuable. Consider having your coin graded by a professional grading service. They can provide an accurate assessment of its condition and potential value. While the idea of a $1.9 million penny is enticing, the reality is that most 1971 no-mint mark pennies are worth their face value. However, error coins like the double die obverse can be valuable, making it worth your while to examine your change closely. Coin collecting is a hobby rich in history, stories, and the occasional treasure. So, keep exploring, keep learning, and who knows? Maybe you'll find that hidden gem. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coins and want to uncover more numismatic secrets, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's continue this journey together. Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Imagine this. You're sifting through your pocket change and stumble upon a penny. Not just any penny, but one that's potentially worth a cool $3 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, before you start planning your retirement, let's dive into the world of the 2015 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny and uncover the truth behind its value. In 2015, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, featuring the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Union Shield on the reverse. These coins were minted primarily in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, marked with a D. The San Francisco Mint also produced a limited number of proof pennies bearing the S mint mark for collectors. Common misconceptions about the 2015 no-mint mark penny. A rumor has been circulating that a 2015 no-mint mark penny sold for $3 million. Let's set the record straight. This claim is unfounded. While rare pennies have fetched high prices at auctions, such as the 1792 Birch cent selling for nearly $1.2 million, there's no credible evidence of a 2015 penny reaching such astronomical figures. Coins with limited mintage or unique errors are typically more valuable. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch higher prices. The more collectors desire a coin, the higher its market value. The reality of the 2015 no-mint mark penny. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 4.7 billion pennies in 2015. Given this massive production, these pennies are neither rare nor particularly valuable. In circulated condition, they're worth their face value, 1 cent. Even uncirculated coins might fetch between 10 to 30 cents, while standard 2015 pennies aren't worth much. Certain error coins can be valuable. For instance, a 2015 penny with a double die error or an off-center strike might be worth more to collectors. However, these errors are rare, and not every anomaly increases a coin's value. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was convinced I had struck gold with a peculiar-looking penny. I spent days researching, imagining early retirement and a yacht named Penny Lane. Turns out, it was just a dirty coin. The moral? Not every odd-looking penny is a jackpot. Always do thorough research before getting too excited. While the idea of finding a $3 million penny in your pocket is thrilling, the 2015 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is, for the most part, just worth a penny. However, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and knowledge is your best tool. So keep exploring, stay curious, and who knows? Maybe one day you'll find that hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin values and want to learn more about spotting valuable coins, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's uncover the hidden gems in our change together. Turning a humble penny into a fortune. Sounds like a plot twist from a movie, right? Well, grab your magnifying glasses and maybe a trusty scale, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1982 Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth more than you ever imagined. You're sifting through your spare change, and amidst the nickels and dimes, a penny catches your eye. Not just any penny, but a 1982 Lincoln penny. Could this be the jackpot? Let's embark on this numismatic adventure together and uncover the secrets that could transform this everyday coin into a collector's dream. Back in 1982, the U.S. Mint faced a conundrum. The cost of copper was rising, and producing pennies was becoming more expensive than the coin's actual value. So, mid-year, they made a switch from 95% copper pennies weighing 3.11 grams to 97.5% zinc pennies with a thin copper plating, tipping the scales at 2.5 grams. This transition led to multiple varieties: large dates, small dates, copper compositions, and zinc compositions. It's like the Mint's version of a coin collector's buffet. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Among the myriad 1982 pennies, there's one variety that's the holy grail, the 1982 small date copper penny. This coin was never supposed to exist. The Denver Mint was transitioning to zinc planchets, but a few copper blanks sneaked into production. The result? A rare hybrid that's had collectors buzzing for decades. So, how do you determine if your 1982 penny is the coveted small date copper version? Look for the D under the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. The small date has a delicate, more compact appearance. Specifically, the 2 in 1982 has a subtle curve, and the 8 is evenly proportioned. This is the clincher. A genuine copper penny weighs about 3.11 grams. If you don't have a precise scale, consider investing in one. It's a small price to pay for potentially big rewards. Hold onto your hats. In 2016, one of these rare pennies fetched $18,800 at auction. Another surfaced in 2019, fueling hopes that more might be out there, hiding in plain sight. Given their rarity, if you find one in pristine condition, you could be looking at a payday upwards of $20,000. Not bad for a coin that's often overlooked. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was cleaning out my car and found a stash of loose change. Among the quarters and nickels was a grimy 1982 penny. I almost tossed it aside, but something made me hold on to it. Later, I remembered reading about the rare 1982 small date copper penny. With a mix of excitement and skepticism, I weighed the coin. Alas, it was the standard zinc version. But that experience ignited my passion for coin collecting and taught me that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. The world of coin collecting is filled with stories of unexpected windfalls and historical quirks. The 1982 small date copper penny is a testament to that. So, next time you're counting your change or emptying out that old piggy bank, take a closer look. You might just discover a piece of history worth a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin lore and want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, hit that subscribe button. Join our community of enthusiasts, and let's explore the fascinating world of coins together. Who knows? The next big find could be jingling in your pocket right now. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts and curious treasure hunters. Have you ever thought that the humble penny jingling in your pocket could be worth a fortune? Well, hold onto your hats, Because today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1987 D Lincoln penny. Rumor has it, one of these little copper coins fetched a whopping $3.2 million at auction. Intrigued? Let's embark on this numismatic adventure together. First things first, let's get to know our star coin. The 1987 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark, and features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner. Flip it over, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design by Frank Gasparo. Composed primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, these pennies weigh in at 2.5 grams and have a diameter of 19.05 mm. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a 1987 D penny worth $3.2 million? Great question. While the standard 1987 D pennies are common and hold their face value, certain factors can skyrocket their worth. Coins with unique errors, like double strikes or off-center impressions, are rare and highly sought after by collectors. An unusual error can turn a regular penny into a prized possession. Coins that have never entered circulation and are in mint state, MS, condition, especially those graded MS 67 or higher, can fetch a premium price. The flawless luster and sharp details make them stand out. Sometimes, a coin's history or previous ownership can add to its allure and value. Let me share a little story. A few years back, I was rummaging through an old jar of coins inherited from my grandfather. Amidst the nickels and dimes, I spotted a shiny 1987 D penny. My heart skipped a beat as I imagined it being the coveted $1 million coin. I rushed to have it appraised, only to learn it was a regular penny worth 1 cent. While my dreams of instant riches were dashed, it ignited my passion for coin collecting and the thrill of the hunt. Use a magnifying glass to inspect your penny for any anomalies like doubling of images or letters, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. A coin in mint state with no signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration is more likely to be valuable. If you believe you've found a special coin, consider sending it to a professional grading service for an official assessment. While tales of $1 million pennies are thrilling, it's essential to approach with a dose of reality. Such finds are exceptionally rare. Most 1987 D pennies, even in excellent condition, are worth modest amounts above face value. However, the joy of coin collecting lies in the journey, the history, and the stories each coin carries. So, the next time you find a 1987 D Lincoln penny in your change, take a moment to appreciate its potential. Who knows? You might just be holding a piece of history worth more than you imagined. And even if it's not a $1 million coin, the adventure of discovery is priceless. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of valuable coins and want to uncover more hidden treasures in your pocket change, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of coin enthusiasts, and let's explore the fascinating world of numismatics together.